last for lunch.
You're going to head over to oscillator A and you're going to select DS, saw, and try. So if you go to analog, you can select this just here, and then you're going to turn this down by 1 octave. Your wavetable position can be kept at 1, and then you're going to move over to this warp function here, and we're going to select asymmetric plus, and then turn this up to around 45%. And then we're going to move on to the noise. So when using alpha noise, you can find this as the first one in analog, and you're going to set your level to around 25%. And then we're going to move on to filter 1. Filter 1 is affecting our oscillator A and our noise. Oscillator B is currently turned off. If you want to layer some of your wavetables, you can. Just make sure you turn your filter on so it affects these two. Keep your cutoff in the center, turn your resonance up by 10%, and then we're going to move over to envelope 1. Envelope 1, you can just copy our ADSR settings here, and we're opting for a fast attack and quite a quick release time. The bass needs to be clicky and punchy. And then this is where the magic starts to happen. If you copy our ADSR settings for envelope 2, and you're going to link this to your cutoff filter, and this is what is going to be shaping our bass sound. Then we're going to move over to our effects. You're going to be starting off with a distortion, and you're going to use the downsample model. You're going to turn your drive up to around 20% and your mix to around 20%. Then you're going to use a delay. You're going to select 64 note and 32 note, and then make sure this stays triplet half note here. You're going to set your feedback to 0, and then you're going to turn your mix up to around 35%. Moving on to our compressor. Our compressor is controlling those dynamics. We're bringing out a little bit of that top end, got a little bit of a scoop in that mid range, and we're bringing out that low end energy. Then we're moving on to the hyper module. We're not using the dimension module in this instance, just to add a little bit more width. You can set the mix level to 8%, turn the rate all the way down, and set your detune to 20%. And then we're moving on to the EQ. Again, we're creating this scooped mid-range. You're going to boost the low end and the lower mid-range by around 13 to 14 decibels, and then you're going to boost the top end by around 16 decibels. Then you're going to use a cutoff filter, set this to around 50 hertz, and this is just going to be scooping out some of those lows where it's going to be taking unnecessary headroom in our mix.